What's up, you magnificent gear nerds? My name is James with Torches and Tactical, and today we are looking at the Nitecore TUP2. Now, may remember probably about almost 5 months ago, I did the Tiny 3, and that was the first keychain flashlight I've ever seen that has MCT or multicolor temperature. The TUP2 does the same thing, but it doubles that output all the way to 1200 lumens. So the MCT, you can have 1200 lumens in warm, neutral, or cool white. Very, very cool. But on top of that, it does give you a high of 300 lumens, mid of 80, low of 15, and an ultra low of 1 lumen. And turbo will run will run at 1200 lumens at 125 meters. And for ultra low, you get that 1 lumen for 190 hours. So very capable, although kind of large keychain light. It is pretty tough though, given its small size. It does come in at 2 meters of drop resistance, and it has an IP54 water resistance rating. So I'm going to just show you real quick. Well, actually, let's start off with this. The keychain here, it did come in the package in a bag. However, I pre-installed mine, so it will not be on there when you get it, but it does come in the bag. And then you have a USB-C, well, A to C cord to keep it topped off. And this has a really cool little OLED screen too to let you know what the battery's at when it's charging. And then inside the box, well, you can see here OLED display, mode button, power button, and then the USB-C charging port. 125 meters, 1200 lumens, 3900 candela. And like I said earlier, 2-meter impact resistance and IP54. There you go. Comes in a multitude of different colors. And I'm going to get this out of the way, as well as the user manual, the safety manual, and then you have a service/warranty card here. So if you need to warranty your Nitecore TUP2, you can do that very, very easily. I highly recommend hanging on to the TUP user manual just because there are so many things that this little keychain light does. And with that out of the way, let's go ahead and look at the TUP2 in all of its glorious brilliance. Like I said, it does have a little, well, it's on lock right now, but it does have a small OLED screen, and you're going to be able to see all of your battery level. You're going to be able to see your output as well as the remaining runtime at that output. In addition to that, it will show you exactly what MCT or color temperature you're on. So for starters, like I said, this is fully locked out, and you can unlock it by pressing both buttons. And now we are in 1 lumen. I'm going to actually go ahead and shut this off because the very first thing, one thing I absolutely love is that you can preset your output before even turning it on. And to do that, you're just going to go ahead. Well, here, I'll bring it up here. You're going to hit mode, and you can cycle through these, keep hitting mode. So let's just go to 80. And then you hit the power button and it turns on to 80. Just to show you, I'm going to go ahead and hit this again. Let's go down to 15 and then hit power. And it works fantastic. I mean, absolutely fantastic. I have not had a single failure from any aspect of this light. Now, like I said, it does turn on and you can press and change. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're going to go 1 lumen. So this is ultra low. You can see that right here. Then let's go ahead and press, this is 15 lumens. Press again, 80 lumens, and then press one more time. And I'll show you this right here. You can see that it does have a 2-hour runtime at 300 lumens. So 300 lumens. I love that nice hotspot, and that's because of the 4 emitters. And like I said, this does have MCT or multiple color temperatures. And in order to change that, let's go ahead and turn it on. And you can simply go ahead and press both buttons while it's on, and it will switch. So you can tell, so we're at, well, let's go. Cool white, neutral, and then warm. So if you really like a warm light, you can easily do that. And the buttons are close enough to where you can press both with one hand. That way you can get the exact color temperature you're looking for. Works out really, really slick. I like it a lot. If you do want to access that 1200 lumens for turbo, you can press and hold the mode button, and it will go straight into 1200 lumens or an hour 30 of runtime. And as it starts to heat up, it will warm up a little bit. but very, very nice. I love the fact that you're able to go through all those so easily. It makes it easily navigatable. And if you decide you don't want to attach that lanyard, this does also have a pocket clip here. And I mean, frankly, it's not that much smaller than some 18350 lights, but it's still small enough you can keep it compact on your keys. But it's also large enough to where you could use this as an everyday or main light. Now, if we're looking at this, again, you can see the small crenulations, or not crenulations, but you can see the design choice here on the reflectors, almost like an internal TIR, but it's going to have oh shoot, what are those called? A disco ball type effect, and it's going to help spread that light out. And that's what gives you the really, really nice flood mode from this. On the side here, you can see that it does have the USB-C charging port. And if we plug that in, let me grab a cord real fast. If you plug this in, it is really nice because it will show you on that OLED screen. It'll show you it's at 89% right now, and you can tell exactly when this thing is topped off. So very, very nice. I love that. If we get the cord out of the way, now, like I said, this does come with a really nice keychain, and I've had this on my keys for quite a while. But for probably the first week or so, I did have it strictly as a pocket carry. I wanted to see if 1200 lumens and this user interface was something that we could run as a daily, and I definitely think it is. But now I do want to show you what this looks like as far as being out and about in its natural environment. So let's just get straight out there and take a look at the Nitecore TUP2 in the dark. All right, guys, tonight we are out with the Nitecore TUP2 or TUP2. I'm going to go ahead and start off just by pressing and holding the mode button. I do have it set to the warm emitter. So just straight out of the gate, guys, very, very warm, clearly evident. This thing is 1200 lumens, and you can see the dial. You can see the screen here. This is letting you know that it will run for about 1:15 before it starts to drop down that temperature, or drop down due to the temperature. But we can do a mode button quick press, and you can choose between 1 lumen, 15, 80, and 300. 1, 15, 80, and 300. That's going to be the same for all of them. But we go ahead and press the power button. Now you can see that we have 300 lumens from the warm emitter. I'm going to go ahead and press. This is 1 lumen. You guys aren't going to see this on camera. 15 lumens. And then we have 80 lumens right here. So if you want to change it, so there's a mode button and the power button. Press both of them, and you'll see. There we go. So it switched over to cool white. I'm going to go ahead and shut it off, and now I'm going to do a press and hold of the mode. So this is 1200 lumens with the TUP2 in cool white. And actually, I'm just going to go ahead and turn it on, and I'm going to do the press and hold of both. So now we're neutral. So I'm going to shut it off, press and hold. So this is neutral emitter coming in at 1200 lumens. So with it on, here, I'm going to go ahead and cycle. So this is neutral. So 1, 15, 80, and 300. Let's go warm. Let's go 1, 15, 80, and 300. And I'm going to go ahead and switch it over now. Back to cool. 1, 15, 80, and 300. Now you can just make out that electrical pole back there, which is exactly 100 meters away. And just so we can do it one more time, I'm going to shut it off, press and hold the mode. This is cool white at 1200 lumens. Let's switch over to neutral, shut it off, press and hold mode. This is neutral at 1200 lumens. Let's go ahead and press and hold. Now we're in warm, shut it off, and this is 1200 lumens in warm. So guys, now that we've seen what the TUP2 can do, let's go ahead and get back inside.
All right, guys, we saw the TUP2 in the dark. I'm loving this thing. Specifically, I think my two favorite aspects about it are the presets. You're able to choose exactly what you want and then go straight to it. In addition to that, I definitely think probably my top is the fact that you can switch between, again, that warm, cool, and neutral white. I love the fact that you're able to get so much definability or user customization out of such a small light. I think Nitecore hit the nail on the head with the TUP2. So I want to know what you guys think down in the comments. So let me know exactly what you think of the TUP2. Additionally, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm only able to review these because you guys watch them. So if you like this review, go ahead and leave it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. When you subscribe, click on the bell so you guys can find out when we have our next review coming out. And thank you guys so much. We'll see you in the next one.